All right, so why would you carry a Cleaver EDC? I mean, look at the design of this blade right here. I mean, here's another color of it. This is the Off-Grid Knives Cleaver. This is the version 3, by the way, the V3. But why would you carry this kind of blade? Because if you look at the difference, I mean, I got their Stinger here. This is the Stinger EDC. I've also got on here the Scorpion right here. I mean, look at the different blade profiles between these three. So pretty stark difference. So a lot of guys, I mean, this is going to be more tactical kind of carry right here for sure. I mean, you got the clip point on the end. I have another video on this one, so I'm not going to talk about that. I just want to show you the difference between these styles of blades. This is more of like a traditional kind of drop point blade right here, the Stinger EDC. I'll drop links for all this down below. So this is more traditional, right? So, but then why this? Why one of these here? This kind of style, and it's similar to like a sheep's foot, something like that as well. But I think there are a couple of really good reasons to have a blade like this for an EDC. And I want to talk about that here today. All right, so before I answer the question of why this kind of style of cleaver blade, let me talk about this blade in particular. So again, Off-Grid Knives Cleaver version 3, and you got a 3-inch blade, 4-inch handle on here. This is a Sandvik stainless steel on both of these colors here. I kind of like this one, honestly, a gray wash on here. Here's a blackout version, but Sandvik stainless steel, and you got jimping pretty far up right here. You can see that? Right there, so pretty far up. So on your thumb right here, the whole purpose, let me go ahead and answer it, I guess. The whole purpose for a knife like this is really for chopping and slicing. Chopping and slicing. That's the primary use for a knife like this. And I've got an Apple right here on the cutting board, got some paracord, whatever. I'll show that in just a second. But so on this blade, here's a few things I really appreciate about this particular Cleaver EDC. There's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of very popular ones out there. And there's the cool factor of this, of course. I mean, just it's something different. And if you're a knife guy, you like to carry something a little bit maybe different, and this is that for sure. You pull this out, no one's gonna be scared. I mean, if you have the Scorpion, you know, this one, people are gonna be like, ooh, you're like a tactical weirdo or something. So that's gonna be scary to people. So not to you, because you're watching this, but to other people that might be scary. But that's not as scary, right? So you can still carry an EDC knife and not be so scary to other people. So you got that for you. The other thing I like this about this knife is this pass-through design. So you can see all the way through there. See that? So you can clean it out easily, which are really nice. I really like. The actual steel inside of this, the frame here is milled out. You can't see that probably in there, but it is milled out, so it does make the handle a little bit lighter. Typically, when you think about a cleaver, you're thinking about like a big cleaver in the kitchen. You know, you're chopping up meat and stuff like that. So this is based on that design, but obviously a lot smaller for EDC purposes. So I like the pass-through design, clean out easily. You got the deep pocket carry right here, which I always appreciate for any kind of EDC knife, because on this, let me just show you on my pocket right here. So stick that in my pocket, and that's all you see right there. You just see the clip. A lot of knives that don't have the deep pocket carry, they stick, the knife itself right here sticks up really far above your pocket. So the other thing is this runs on ceramic ball bearings here. So super fast deployment. And I like to open this more like a button than a light switch. Some knives, I did one recently that it opened up, the mechanism to deploy this was better for a light switch kind of deployment. This is more for a button. So this little flipper here, kind of push it in, and it is very, very fast out of there. So deep pocket carry, very fast ball bearings on there. Again, 3-inch blade here. You do have this tip right here. Obviously very good for cutting boxes, that kind of thing. Actually, they kind of hurt a little bit, so careful on that. So, and this ambidextrous. So if you want to change this clip to the other side, you can. They actually send you another clip with the box, including also a cleaning rag and other things as well. So for the price point on this, I'll drop a link for this down below. For the price point on this Cleaver V3, you cannot beat it for the quality. And American company, great company. I mean, they support veterans and first responders, policemen, all that kind of thing. So great company. So enough about this particular knife. Let me just talk about the overall like reason for a chopper slicer like this. Again, this is not going to be your primary knife for tactical defense, self-defense purposes. Again, if you're going to go with that, go with something like this, Scorpion V3, or any other kind of knife like that. But you know, for a slicer, you know, this is 550 paracord, mil-spec stuff, no problem. I mean, I want to double it up even, and no problem. So here's a nice apple, which I'm kind of hungry right now. So I mean, this is going to be, I mean, campcraft. I mean, if you are over on, you know, property, or if you are doing some kind of camping and needing to do kind of like camp kitchen kind of stuff, well, this is going to be pretty ideal. It's a good apple. I think for a lot of us that want to carry different blades, see how they perform, again, for slicing, these are going to be much better than something like one of like this one here, or even this one. So these are going to be better slicers, certainly for chopping. So that's another interesting idea, right? For chopping purposes, you know, if you're going to take something, pretend this is, I don't know, meat, something. This is gonna chop really well. That's the whole purpose of a cleaver, right? You can chop this thing really easily. So the whole purpose is slicing and chopping. So anyway, guys, I think these are great. I love carrying a little knife like this. I've got a medium to large size hand. You can see I can get all 4 fingers on this. This thing only weighs 4 ounces, and typically cleavers are heavier because you want the weight to chop down on something. Now, if you're doing big steaks or something in your kitchen, this is not going to be for that. But if you're out at the campsite, if you are doing everyday slicing, some chopping stuff would be ideal. But again, you can't overlook, I don't know, just the fun and cool factor of a knife like this, especially for opening boxes. If you do a lot of like Amazon boxes or something, then this would be ideal with that sharp tip right there. So it feels good in the hand. G10 scales on this. You can actually take these scales off. Got these Torx screws here, so you can take those off if you wanted to. I don't know why you'd want to, but if you did want to do that and add different kind of scale on here, you could. But for the price point on this, I don't think, and I've said this many times, I don't think there's a better value brand on the market today. And I've looked at hundreds of knives, and I'll say that Off-Grid Knives, there's no better value brand. Yeah, people are going to say, whoa, what about, you know, some of the other like Swiss-made knives, Mora, that kind of thing. Or Swedish, I should say Swedish, not Swiss. Swedish-made knives like Mora. Yeah, I mean, those are very great quality value blades. But can I also recommend Off-Grid Knives to you? So they did send these to me, but that comes with no strings attached. I'm just using them and trying to test them out and show you guys. So anyway, guys, hope this has been helpful for you. And if you have questions about these or any other knife, or maybe you want to see another knife video in the future, then drop those down in the comments below. But thanks so much for your support for us. If you've not already done so, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel. Appreciate you and your support for us, and we'll see you on the next video.